All right.
It's 6:15.
Nope. Oh, that's because it's on. There we go. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Great to see you all.
Welcome to Temple Habonim. Take a deep breath in. Hold on to all the things you want to hold on to from the week. And let everything else go. Breathe out. The words are Shabbat Shalom. 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 Shabbat Shalom.
So, tomorrow morning, we are so proud to call Tanner Boylan to the Torah on the occasion of his bar mitzvah. And we are excited, I know. And so in honor of that event tomorrow, I'd like to call the Boylan family up to light the candles. We are on page 121 of our prayer books. Come on up. No, you don't need a book. You just have this book right here. So Terrence, Jennifer, Jamie, and Tanner. Come on up. You can just come right over here. Yeah. And you can read right there. Or Tanner, you can read right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're going to read in English first?
What verse is Hebrew?
The Hebrew's here, but we're not going to do the Hebrew till after we light the candles. Let's do the English.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, be our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Perfect. Thank you, Tanner. Go ahead, Jennifer. The candles. With especially big matches.
Yep.
Giant matches. Please join us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Well done. Done. Thank you very much. Well done. Thank you.
Friends, we are going to be on page 128. Hine Ma Tov. How great it is that we're all exactly where we are. Remember, there's a clap that comes up. It'll go Hine Ma Tov. You'll say clap, clap. Or better yet, you'll just do the clap. Hine Ma Tov. Umanayim sheve'achim gam yachad. Hine Ma Tov. Umanayim sheve'achayot gam yachad. Hine Ma Tov. Umanayim sheve'achim gam yachad. Hine Ma Tov. Umanayim sheve'achayot gam yachad.
good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
to be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is to be together on this day.
Hine matov.
Umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov. Umanayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Or as we were taught last week, Shevet kulanu gam yachad. Our friend Ben Pagliaro taught us that last week that you can throw in different words that genderify the whole situation and allow everyone to feel included. And in that way, kulanu was used, all of us, rather than brothers or sisters.
Beautiful. And as Hebrew is a gendered language, there are many in Israel and around the world who are working harder towards making it more inclusive and using grammar as a way of inclusion, which you don't see a lot in the world today, the whole grammar inclusion thing, but it's happening in Israel and with the language of Hebrew. So, I just want to say, first of all, welcome to everyone who's here tonight. I didn't do that, so let me hear you say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Yeah, see, that's nice. That's like big voices, which I love to hear. And Denise, it's lovely to welcome you tonight because we were talking on Tuesday together, and we talked about being here live and in person, and you came out, which is really terrific. Thank you for doing that. And for everyone who's here tonight, and maybe you haven't been here for a while, or maybe you've been here every week, but it's so nice to see you because
Maybe we'll call out our new friends, Ross and Shannon, yes, who taught me their names several times.
yes, several times.
It's very nice to see you here, too.
And it is. And actually, David, Ross and Shannon have been with us for a couple of years.
They mentioned,
I know.
they were
Yeah.
in the service earlier.
Yeah, so it's great to see them tonight. All right, so everybody, let's turn to page 138. We're going to sing Lecha Dodi and Welcome the Sabbath Bride, and we're going to do verses 1, 5, and 9. On the 9th verse, if all of you are able to rise, please do so. Turn towards the door because in the spirit of inclusion, we're welcoming the Sabbath Bride because that's what we do. But not yet. But when we get to verse 9, I'll go like this. And if you're watching at home, it'd be great if you rose too. Because I know, you don't think I can see you, but I can see you.
La 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 chadoti likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nekabela la 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 lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nekabela Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad Yishmi'anu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shem u'letiferet v'lehiti la 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 Lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nekabela Rat Shabbat l'chu v'nelcha
Verse 2.
Ki mekor ha'beracha V'rosh mekidim nesucha So ma'aseh b'machshavat la 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 lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nekabela Verse 5 Toreri Toreri Kiva orech umiuri Uri uri shir daberi Kivod Adonai alayik la 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 Lecha dodi likrat likrat kala penei penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala
Penei, penei, Shabbat nekabela. And we rise and turn towards the door. Verse 9.
Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha uvzot hola toch emunei yam segula boi chala please turn around and dance if you wish. La, 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 la.
Penei, penei, Shabbat nekabela. L'cha dodi, likrat, likrat, kala. Penei, penei, Shabbat nekabela. La, 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 l'cha dodi, likrat, likrat, kala. Penei, penei, Shabbat nekabela. L'cha dodi, likrat, likrat, kala.
Penei, penei, Shabbat nekabela.
And you may be seated. Page 144. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba.
Amen.
Yamad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael bagala bagala Uvizman kariv v'meru.
Amen.
Yehi shmei rabba mevarach ve'alam ulam me'amaya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal Shemei dekurusha
Berichu.
Ve'la min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran ve'alma v'meru. Amen. Page 146. We rise for the Baruch Hu, but first we're going to sing Am I Awake? Oh, but you could rise if you wanted to. If you want. Oh, or just sit. It's fine. We'll get you up.
La 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 la. Am I awake?
Am I awake?
Am I prepared?
Am I prepared?
Are you listening
To my prayer.
Hear my voice.
Can you hear my voice?
Understand.
Can you understand?
Am I awake? Am I prepared?
Ya la 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 la. 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 Ya la la la. Please rise. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? You may be seated. Page 149. We pray together at the top of the page in English. Please join me. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows.
Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Page 150, Ahavat Olam. God gave us the Torah in great love, and in connection we receive it.
Ahavat Olam, Page Israel, Amcha Ahavta, Amcha Ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, Chokim u'mishpatim, Otanu lemadeta, Otanu lemadeta.
Al Kain Adonai Eloheinu b'shokbeinu, Kumenu nasiach b'chukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratcha, U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, B'yorech yameinu, Uvahem nege yomam v'layla, Nege yomam v'layla, E'avatcha al tasir, Mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohel Amo Yisrael, Ohel Amo Yisrael.
It's now my pleasure. No? Oh, well, okay. So we'll just, we'll do the Shema. And,
You ready? You want to come up?
You want to come up? Okay.
Come on up.
Come on up. Tanner, come on up and lead us in the Shema. And if you all could rise, it's page 152. Okay.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malechuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Great job. Thank you. You may be seated. Our service now continues on page 154 as we chant together the V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha Hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta ba'am, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha b'derech, uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha, uv'kshartam leot al yadecha,
V'hayu
l'totafot b'neinecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzotai v'tem kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot lachem le'Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. And we continue responsively on page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
High heavens declare your glory, the earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nation shall be one and at peace. And to rejoice in Israel day, singing on the shores.
Page 158, join us for the Micha Mocha.
Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Torah there's two different parts, right? Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed. Let's do Norah again. Norah tehilot oseh melech. Norah tehilot oseh melech. Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed. So maybe you felt some energy in that song. Maybe it was just the way I was playing it. Maybe it was Rabbi and my nice cohesion back and forth that we've worked on. We're doing great with it. I feel very positive.
No, I do too. I do too. It just takes me a little while on the upkeep, but you know, I get it. I'm getting it.
I was reminded that a lot of Jewish overnight summer camps use that melody for Micha Mocha. And it's the one that popped out to me in this moment.
David, tell the folks where you'll be.
I was going to say, I'm going to be at Camp Eisner, URJ Camp Eisner, for 2 weeks at the end of July. And it's really nice to be able to pray with so many kids, specifically people who are younger, who don't maybe have the same pressures of the adulthood that others have. They have their own pressures. But to hear all of them kind of just singing and finding dance movements and just another way to express themselves is really, really fantastic. And I'm just so grateful that we have places like that, specifically in the Reform movement, but really all over our religious worlds where kids can feel like they have a place to figure out who they are. Because there's no accident that Micha Mocha and Hashkivenu are put back to back. We were lost in the desert. We were lost in the desert. Hashkivenu, we needed to stay safe. But before that, we were lost coming out of Egypt. We didn't really even know who we were. So, in this moment, if you know who you are, great. If you're still figuring it out, that's okay too. We just hope that you have a peaceful night's sleep and you can try again tomorrow. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim.
Page 160. Please join us.
Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, and when we wake come morning light, teach us to guide wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. 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 And I learned recently there's actually a little tag on the end, so I'll sing it a little bit differently, and we'll try to do it this way going forward. Amen. 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 Amen, amen.
I was probably inspired by Handel's Messiah, which those of you who have sung it know that the amens take up about 15 minutes of vocal work, so it's probably from that.
It's a good word.
Yeah, the additional amen. It's very, very beautiful. I love that new ending, the new Chatimah. Hey, we're going to turn to page 162, and if you want to, let's say, just for argument's sake, that you wanted to get up and spin around when we're singing Vishamru and say Et HaShabbat and go like this, you could. Or if you just wanted to, just go like this. Or if you just wanted to shake your shoulders like that. You could do all those things on Et HaShabbat. Or, you could just like rock out. Any of those things would be great. Because you know why? Vishamru is all about celebrating Shabbat. And we are here to celebrate and rejoice in the seventh day of rest.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasod et HaShabbat Ledoretam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasod et HaShabbat Ledoretam berit olam. B'ni u'ben b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam, oti leolam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasod et HaShabbat Ledoretam berit olam. Ki shesh yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasod et HaShabbat Ledoretam berit olam. U'bayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasod et HaShabbat Ledoretam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasod et HaShabbat Ledoretam berit olam.
You know, for those of you who are watching us at home, if you are not twirling, which you may not be, but if you are twirling or not, our group here tonight, some of the best twirling we've seen. And It really was.
And
It was
even
very,
for the people who didn't twirl,
they were still,
there was a
there's
lot of
going on.
will they, won't they?
Right,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of like body language and motion, and
Almost.
I'm just saying that for those of you who are at home, and I know, I love that you're watching, and I so appreciate that, but you could be twirling here with us. I'm just saying. Okay, all right. So we're now going to rise and turn to page 164 for the Amidah. Please rise.
Ananana Adonai. Ananana Svatai Tiftach. Ananana Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Svatai Tiftach. Ananana Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Svatai Tiftach. Ananana Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Svatai Tiftach. Ananana Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. In Hebrew and English. Adonai Sefatai Tiftach Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
166.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh HaKol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Libnei V'nehem, L'man Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer Moshe U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'Ezrat Sarah. 168. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatah, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayim Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Bal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Page 170. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. Our service now continues on page 173 as we pray together in English at the top of the page. Please join me. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day.
and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat. Page 177, our prayer for Thanksgiving. Before we engage in this prayer, I just want to express, again, my sense of gratitude for being able to be here with you on Shabbat. I think that this week, once again, has been such a hard week, not in terms of events, but in terms of our awareness of things that are happening in the world that just are frightening. And I know for people who, like myself, who follow the hearings in Washington, D.C. at our Capitol, it's hard. And that a moment like this Shabbat, where we celebrate our community and God's presence in our lives and the potential for hope and gratefulness, it enables, once again, to renew ourselves, to nourish our lives, and to remember that there's hope, there's possibility, and there's potential. We pray together on page 177 at the top of the page together. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha uchana lehodot.
Baruch atah Adonai. Thank you, God.
Our prayer for peace is on page 178. Our prayers, as always, go out to Ukraine and to their brave defense of their nation in the midst of war, oppression, and conflict. Our prayers go to the state of Israel. Our prayers go to the state of our own nation. May we know peace in our hearts first, so we might know peace as a nation. We need an abundance of peace. Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon, Lecho HaShalom. Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon, Lecho HaShalom. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עיר ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Please take a few moments now for silent prayer and for the meditation in your hearts. We'll return shortly.
shalom b'mroma ose shalom b'mroma uyase shalom uyase shalom hallelujah ose shalom b'mroma ose shalom b'mroma uyase shalom uyase shalom uyase shalom hallelujah. May the one who brings peace bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down. Can't help myself, I'm an educator, here are the hand motions. May the one who brings peace bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down. May the one who brings peace brings peace. So it might be silly to put hand motions to a song, but here's my take. You start lower, might work, might not work. Then you get a little bit higher. Might not work, but it might work. You don't know unless you try. And the hand motions are just to help us remind ourselves during those frustrating moments when everybody's being the worst. You just can't help yourself. But there's peace. There's peace in your heart, and there's peace in our world, in our land, if we look for it. So let's do May the One Who Brings Peace. May the one who brings peace bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace. Oh, say shalom in Roma. Oh, say shalom.
We think of friends, we think of family, we think of loved ones in need of healing. And tonight, I know I'm thinking of our friend Jane Berkowitz, who just got home from surgery and just within like 2 days or 3 days of being home, discovered that she needed another surgery. So, Jane, we're thinking of you, and I don't think you're probably watching tonight, but we are thinking of you, and may you have a refuah shlema so soon. If there anyone who needs to say Mishaberach on behalf of someone, please feel free to say it out loud or within your hearts now as my eyes address you. We say, Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. Blessed are you, God, healer of the sick. We turn to page 371, and together we sing the Mishaberach. bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebera imotenu mekor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We now come to our Shehechianu. I can think of one really great Shehechianu. Yes, I can. Tomorrow, yep. We're gonna call you up tomorrow to help us lead services and to chant. Yes, it's gonna be that. And so it's a moment of that we feel grateful for and feel a Shehechianu, like God, you sustained us and brought us to this moment. So yes, that will be
For
tomorrow.
those of you at home, what just happened was Tanner said, "Really? I'm leading the bar mitzvah tomorrow?" And Jennifer's heart dropped. You're so set, Tanner. You're going to be wonderful.
You are.
And your brother's sitting next to you wondering, like, maybe the Shehechianu moment is just him being back, right?
Could be that too. Could no. Well,
Yeah,
it could
the bar
be.
mitzvah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bar mitzvah.
Yeah, it could be. So if
It's good
anyone,
to see you, Jamie.
if anyone has, Molly Kane has something to share. Go ahead, Molly. Yay! So you are, as we say, on vacation. VACATION. Yes. My favorite. So Molly, what will be like the best part of your summer? Going to Disney World in August is pretty good, although I was thinking myself of spending Shabbat here at Temple Habanim, but you know, Disney World in August is also pretty special, so yay. Tanner, go ahead.
There's only 4 more days left of school.
Only 4 more days left of school, yes. So that is a Shehechianu moment for sure. And then you too are on vacation. Jennifer? Well, it's on my sheet, you see, but you did not, you deserve our Shehechianu because no one worked as hard. And I know there were many people in our congregation who have been supportive and who have been involved in this initiative, but no harder than Jennifer Whalen. The only thing, and I'm thrilled that this happened, is that it shouldn't have taken this long, right? Because Jennifer's been knocking on this door for the last decade, and it shouldn't have taken tragedies to teach our legislators the right thing to do. It should just be the right thing to do. But we're thrilled that it happened, and maybe there's hope that Rhode Island can teach other states how to do this. I only can pray.
Can I just add in one more thing?
Yes, and then David.
Another Shehechianu piece of that is just that Jennifer works so hard with Mom Demand Action and leading the group, and it's the group around her that she's been able to create and cultivate that's really helped her get this work done.
And inspire.
And inspire. And so, for what it's worth, you know this because we say this to you often, but you're very inspirational to us, Jennifer. But not just for the reasons that you realize, but the reasons that maybe you don't realize also.
David Scheinberg, go ahead. Oh, all right. We welcome your family from Texas. I can't wait to meet them. Yes, and I also get to meet for the first time the other Scheinberg siblings, which I am very excited to do, and especially ones who have so much confidence that they go off to Chicago and start their own business when they're like 23 or something. Like, I couldn't tie my shoelaces at 23, let alone start a business. So hooray for that. And I look forward to meeting all. Oh, Scarlett, you have a Shekhanah. Please, go ahead. Oh.
Or you're excited for your bat mitzvah?
Oh, you're excited for when you're up here. Oh. Oh, all right, good. Ah,
All right.
very good. Thank you.
Get him out of the way.
Starling, we're glad to see those go so that we can get right to yours.
Yeah,
When,
come on.
I don't remember when yours is. Do you know? In August. I thought so in August. So again, I'm sure you'll be here. Oh, you'll be maybe in Disney World. Oh, I have a feeling that Mickey will probably say happy birthday to you is my guess. Which is great. Mickey knows. Okay.
Okay, everybody. Page 648.
Please, let's sing. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Right, so we begin a new phase of the Torah this week. I call it the phase of discontent. And it's between, on the one side, you've got Moses and God, and on the other side, you got the people, the Israelites. So in this portion of Baha'alotecha, and Tanner will be talking about this tomorrow, it begins with the food. The people are tired of manna. Day after day, nothing but manna. They cry out to Moses, why can our lives be like they were in Egypt? In Egypt we had spices, and everything we ate had flavor, and it was succulent, and the fruits burst with flavor, and the vegetables were robust and they were crisp. Oh, why can't we return to Egypt? They said, instead of being stuck out here in the desert. No doubt about it. The desert must have been a scary place. They were on the cusp of a whole new world. My goodness, in the next portion, the one for Zach Scheinberg next week, Shalach Lecha, they're going to send 12 scouts into the land of Canaan to check it out before they go in. That's how close they are to a new way of life. And who knows how it will be? Who knows what decisions they'll have to make? Who knows what freedom may bring? You never do know when the world changes like that. So whenever the world seems too new, whenever the world seems too uncertain, human beings, unlike all the other species, can engage in something only we can do. You know what that is? We can be nostalgic. Yes, we can. We can look back on how things once were, and because they happened to us some time ago, maybe even in our childhood, we can be certain how much better life was then. It's a certainty. So I will give you examples. Music. Music is the greatest example of nostalgia that's ever been. So I can guarantee you, as someone who was raised in the era of 70s classic rock, the music was so much better then than it is today. Because it was the 60s and 70s, and we had Dylan and Joni Mitchell and the band and the Dead and Eric Clapton and Zeppelin and the Who. We even had the Beatles and the Stones, right? Okay, so please, how could Kendrick Lamar possibly compare? The new world, which is filled with Childish Gambino and Taylor Swift, couldn't be as classic. Lenny Rumpler, I'm certain that you agree with me. The music of your youth was better than today. Lenny will tell you. He has watched music develop for almost a century, so he knows, right? And it was better. I know. Yeah. So nostalgia, by the way, though, comes in all forms. The movies were way better. I know. And the politics was better, right? Even the news was better, right? Because everyone watched Walter Cronkite. Bob, am I right? Did everyone watch Walter Cronkite? Yes, I know they did. It was on CBS. And then we knew what was right and what was wrong because Walter Cronkite told it to us, and then we knew. And we trusted Walter Cronkite to tell us what it was. So on television, I don't know how many of you did this, but I know I did. We watched All in the Family with Carol O'Connor and Gene Stapleton and Rob Reiner. And All in the Family literally began with a song about nostalgia. It was called Those Were the Days, right? And it reflected Archie and Edith's desire for the old world. It went, and you knew who you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Right. Okay, so that's how that went. That's how the song went. And if you watched it week after week, as most Americans did, you heard that song. Because for Archie Bunker, the old world meant that he, a white Christian man, was at the top of the heap. Unchallenged by blacks and hippies and Jews and feminists and Puerto Ricans and gays and lesbians and all the people, all the minorities whose voices were just starting to be heard. Why, he asked, did the world have to change? Why couldn't it be the way it was? Why couldn't the world be just like it was in Egypt when we had all these spicy foods and the olives tasted so rich? When we knew our place, when we did what we were told, when we were slaves. For Archie Bunker, for the Jews in the desert, this new world of Canaan, this new world of Torah, this new world of freedom was simply too much, too soon. It's a new world today. And for some people, it's a little scary. There are a lot of voices out there. And those voices are not the ones that were traditionally heard 10 years ago or 20 years ago or even 30 years ago. They're new voices. So, on this past Sunday, we were challenged by being awakened, right? Because the governor of Florida is Ron DeSantis, and he spoke in New York City. You probably didn't read about this, but he did. He spoke in New York City because he spoke at the Jewish Leadership Conference. And there was a lot of, protest. Because in Florida, there's a lot going on. And the reason, of course, that he was invited to this conference, the Jewish Leadership Conference, was because he wanted to get publicity for his national aspirations, and the Jewish group wanted the publicity, too, of having a national speaker. And he said during his speech that wokeness, whatever that is, was a cancer. And I just got to thinking about that with this portion, right? Because what's happening here is that the people are, they don't want to go forward. They just can't. It's just too much. And they want to go back. Even though they were slaves, they want to go back. They remember nostalgically that it was better where they were, when we didn't have all these new things to think about. It's better to be slaves. And you see, now we too live in a different world, in a new world. There are a lot of different voices, a lot of different narratives, a lot of new ideas on how to live and how to be, and who should be heard. And whether all those new voices that are being heard threaten the voices that once were the only voices that were ever heard. When the world looks and feels too different, people desire to return to the past, to engage in nostalgia, to look backward, even though looking backward is often an exercise in only seeing what you could see when you were a child, and not seeing or hearing the voices that were always there, but you didn't know. You see, when you look back, what you're really saying is, I want to restore the status quo. I want it to be the way it was. But the thing about being awakened is that once you wake up, you can't not hear the voice. We sing the song, the Baruch Hu, am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? That's not just like my voice. That's everyone's voice. That's everyone's truth. That's everyone's narrative. See, the way I look at it is, we're always changing. We're always evolving. We're always moving forward. And whether or not you want to get onto that train's moving forward, regardless. It has to. It's the way life is. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. It's not wokeness as a cancer. It's resistance to change that's the cancer. Remember, friends, can you hear my voice? Is the word, the phrase that God was asking the people. Can you hear my voice? And the people at that time were saying, no, we can't. Because if we could, we would never say, let's go back to slavery. We could never say, let's go back to the old ways. We could never say, let's return to what was, instead of embracing what is. As we move through the world, let us be open to new voices, new narratives, new experiences, because they don't diminish our own. They simply add to the richness and the fabric of our lives. When we can hear those voices, we all awaken to a new world of equality, dignity, and freedom. Shabbat Shalom. It's like clockwork. I finish my sermon and the air conditioning goes off. Every time. Like it's like it knows that I'm done, so now it can be quiet. Like I have to shout over the air conditioning, but then when I finish, it's like Shabbat Shalom and boom. Okay.
God speaks in mysterious ways.
Clearly. So if you could all rise, we turn to page 586, and we rise for the Elena. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latei ketula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu.
Page 591.
V'nema v'haya Adonai v'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. You may be seated. At this time we remember those who died in recent days, those whose families were in the midst of Shiva and Shloshim. We also recall those who died at this time in years past, those whose Yurtzeits are observed on this Shabbat. If you hear the name of a loved one and wish to rise, we may acknowledge your status as a mourner. At the conclusion of the list, we will all join together in support of those who mourn. This evening, on Friday, June 17th, we remember David Rumpler, beloved son of Lenny and Esther Ruth Rumpler, beloved brother of Danielle, John, Andrew, Catherine, and Leslie, beloved brother-in-law of Martin, Carol, Marty, and David. We also recall those who died at this time in years past. And this evening we remember Spencer Glickman, beloved father of Jill Glickman, and grandfather of Rachel and Sarah Hill. Joanne Gorfinkel, beloved mother of Michael Gorfinkel. Horace Moore, beloved father of Anna Kane. Philip Norris, beloved father of Vicky Norris Carton, father-in-law of Clifford Carton. Arnold Levine, beloved father of Lois Pink. Rosa Hyman, beloved mother of Ruth Oppenheim. Linda Strauss, beloved granddaughter of Marilyn Strauss, beloved niece of Leslie Katz. Bernice Blumstein and Edgar Blumstein, beloved mother and father of Sheila Blumstein. Are there any other names for those who are observing a yurtzeit on this Shabbat?
Brother James David.
Thank you. And so, in support of all those who mourn, we all rise now to praise God's name and turn to page 598. Page 598, as we pray the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayei echon uv'yomei echon, uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'alam u'la'amei al-maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'alal shemei d'kudisha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav Hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say, Amen.
V'imru
Want to thank the Scheinberg family, who suddenly disappeared.
They're
Going to get
getting
getting the
Oneg
Oneg together. We're going to be outside. We're going to be in the tent, under the tent, in the tent, in the tent, in the Ohel, in the Ohel,
yes.
in Oneg in the Ohel. David, thank you so much for greeting and for sponsoring the Oneg. Nancy, thank you so much in honor of the Boylan family and of course Tanner's bar mitzvah tomorrow. We will be calling him to the Torah, as you've heard. That's at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Please be here to enjoy the service and to welcome the Boylans. Yeah, it's going to be very nice. Next Friday, where are we going to be? No, at the beach. At the beach.
Not here.
Not
Definitely
here.
not here.
Not here. Do
Don't
not
come
come here. Don't. If you're watching at home, do not come here.
Barrington Beach.
Barrington Beach, not Latham Park. Barrington Beach. It's been the rabbi's first beach service. I want to Shechianu.
Yeah.
All right, good. So I will be definitely really burying my feet in the sand because I love the feel of sand between my toes. So that is what we'll be doing.
And we'll be featuring the Ruach singers who will sing 3 songs at the Kabbalat section of the service. They're going to be dressed in pride colors. If you would like to be dressed in pride colors, that means like a solid, bright shirt, whatever you want in general.
Tomorrow, speaking of that, tomorrow is Pride Day throughout the United States, and in Providence there will be a tremendous celebration of Pride Day. And one day soon, maybe next year, we'll get our stuff together and have a table out there, you know, because it's a nice thing to do, and we would love to be supportive of Pride Day.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot a big Shehechianu. Today, Adina Davies,
Oh,
our
yeah.
administrator, closed on her new house in Barrington, which is a stone's throw away from this BMO right here. So, Adina, no, I'm just kidding. Come on over. No, we're really happy for you, Adina. I know it's been a lot to get all of this together and the moving and the kids and all of that. And so, we love and respect you and appreciate you. So good luck in your new house.
Absolutely, and it'll be so easy to get here, which is the most important. No, just enjoy the house. Actually, Adina's in-laws live in Barrington and are members of synagogue, so we're very thrilled for both families. Also, no coffee hour this Tuesday, the 21st, but the last one will be with the staff on Tuesday, June 28th. So come on over, bring your own coffee, 10 o'clock, hang out with us. It'd be really fun. So that's a week from Tuesday. And don't forget, Friday, July 15th at 6:15, Latham Park, outdoor service, and Friday, August 12th, 6:15, Latham Park. Write it down. We're going to have a great fun, and but especially Barrington Beach next week with the Ruach Singers.
I'll also mention one thing that's not on there. July 8th, Rabbi's going to be on vacation. My new / good buddy, Sarah Shansky, you might know her as daughter of the Shanskys, now lives in Texas and works for a congregation doing similar musical stuff there. We met at a Jewish, we knew we were going to be running into each other, but we met at this song leading conference and really clicked, and she's going to help me lead services on the 8th. So we have a special guest here on the 8th.
Cool.
We'll miss you.
I'll miss you too, but not so much that I would not want to be not want to be away. But, you know.
Tanner, why don't you come up for Kiddush?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, good. All right. Cool.
Oh,
Oh, wait, hang on 1 second. I got it. I got it for you.
Who can get it up
You bet.
faster?
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, maybe
probably.
Rabbi. I bet it's Rabbi.
Woo.
Who can do it?
Do I take a sip?
Yep.
Not- well, not
Yeah,
yet, you gotta
but
say the
first, we got to say.
Oh. Yeah, there we go.
Uh,
We did it
oh,
together.
okay, fine. Okay, go.
I take one now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Take that off. Yeah. It's fine. Go ahead.
You sure?
I did it. Yeah.
Did you save the good stuff for tomorrow?
Yeah. Can I? Go ahead. promise. It's all right.
Oh,
Yeah. See, this goes right
nice.
through. Yeah.
That's
All right, tomorrow,
save the
we'll get the real thing.
tomorrow. Yeah.
All right, you want to bring over the challah? Yeah.
We cut the challah tonight, so if anyone would like a piece of cut challah, then we don't have to rip, but it is cut. So it doesn't look as fancy, but there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Ready?
You ready? Okay.
No,
Yep.
I already did
Oh,
it.
good.
I know,
Sorry.
okay, all right.
Sorry,
There it is.
I just overdid it. Yes. It's the dad in me.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Go for
Teavon.
it. You need to eat every bit?
Oh, that's too small.
No, take a real big piece. Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Good. Good. All right. Take a bite.
We're
Yay. That's what it should be. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
So we ended with this song
You can-
last
You want
week,
to give me the challah? You can go
and we're going to end 2 weeks ago.
enjoy.
And
Well done.
we're going to end with it again this week. While you don't have the words in front of you, maybe this is just a time for reflection. Maybe it's seeing Jamie here and remembering his bar mitzvah not long ago, but somehow 25 years ago. Maybe it's remembering, not quite 25. Maybe it's remembering Tanner as a youngin', very youngin'. Maybe it's seeing Scarlett and Molly over there. But time just goes so fast, doesn't it? And it just feels like as soon as we catch up, there's something else going on. So Rabbi mentioned Joni Mitchell, and I'm hoping that maybe he'll even sing along.
I will sing along because the what I always try to do is not cry, but I'll try. I'll do my best because I'm a professional.
So now my goal is only to get Rabbi to cry.
Exactly.
Yesterday a child came out to wonder, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game.
No, oh, okay, there.
And the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like when you're older must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town. And they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet too slow to circle down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. They're captured on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. dreams have lost some grandeur coming true. There'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams, and plenty before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in the circle game. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in the circle game.
After the Oneg Shabbat, I will be returning home to my house where my daughter, Adira, our youngest, is 20 years old, and we'll be having her boyfriend for Shabbat dinner, which in the history of our family has never once happened before. I wish everyone Shabbat Shalom. Enjoy the Oneg, and we'll see you there.
Shabbat shalom.